Hello, everybody. Welcome to a smart grasp, explore, and win. Greetings for the day. Let's get started with today's topic.
Chapter 9 Data Handling Exercise 9.3. In that first sum, the bar graph given alongside shows the amount of wheat purchased by government during the year 1998 to 2002. So here is the bar graph. Here they have given the years in one side and the other side it has given the production of wheat in 1000 tons. The scale is in 1000 tons. They have given the scale as well. 1 unit length equal to 5000 tons. So read the bar graph and write down your observations. So they have asked us to observe the bar graph and answer the few questions that I've asked. So first one, in which year was the wheat production maximum? So they are asking in which year the production of wheat is maximum, highest. So on observing the bar graph, this particular year has the highest tower. The green color, the highest one is in this year only. So when you check the value, it is 30,000 tons were produced in the year 2002. Because on observing the graph itself, we can clearly say in the 2002 year only, the green color, the graph is taller than the other year. Therefore, the wheat production was maximum in the year 2002. B sum, the wheat production minimum. So on observing the graph, the height of the graph is small or short in the year 1998. Only 15,000 tons were produced in the year 1998. However, in 1999 or the other years, the production of tons of wheat are higher comparatively. So the wheat production was minimum in the year 1998. Now, second sum, observe this bar graph which is showing the sale of shirts in a ready-made shop from Monday to Saturday. So here they have displayed the number of shirts sold in a particular week. So here they have given the days from Monday to Saturday, and here they have given the number of shirts. So 1 unit length equal to 5 shirts. So the graph is like 5, 10, 15. Now we can easily compare that for any particular day, how many number of shirts have been sold. On observing this, let's answer this question. What information does the above bar graph give? So what sort of information was communicated to us via this bar graph is number of shirts sold on each particular day. Because on seeing this graph, we can say like on any particular day, how many shirts were sold. So the above bar graph shows the number of shirts sold from Monday to Saturday. So on seeing this graph, we can say how many shirts were sold on any particular day from Monday to Saturday. B sum, what is the scale chosen on the horizontal line representing number of shirts? So the horizontal line over here, they are asking the scale chosen. It is already given over there that 1 unit length equal to 5 shirts. That is, for any 1 unit length, it represents 5 shirts. So the scale is 1 unit length equal to 5 shirts. On seeing the graph itself, we can say 5, 10, 15, 20, and it goes on, right? So every particular unit, 5 shirts, it represents. On which day were the maximum number of shirts sold? How many shirts were sold on that day? So on observing the graph, the highest green bar graph is on Saturday. So Saturday is the maximum number of shirts were sold. In order to know the count, we should check the horizontal line as well. So on Saturday, maximum number of shirts were sold. Because the bar graph length is longer only on the Saturday comparing to the other days. Now, on looking into the count, let's cross check with the horizontal line. So the bar graph is over there. So if you straightly come down to the horizontal line, 60. Therefore, 60 shirts were sold on that day. D sum. On which day were the minimum number of shirts sold? So on observing the graph, the Tuesday has the shorter or smaller bar graph. So on Tuesday, minimum number of shirts were sold. On visually comparing the bar graph length itself, we can easily conclude that Tuesday has the smallest or shortest bar graph. Hence, Tuesday has the minimum number of sale. That is, to know the quantity, you can check through the horizontal line that the value is 10. So on Tuesday, minimum number of shirts, only 10 shirts were sold. They didn't ask for number. They had just asked the day. So we can just write on Tuesday, minimum number of shirts were sold. The last subdivision, how many shirts were sold on Thursday? So we have to look the Thursday graph. In order to find the value, just compare it against the horizontal line, 35. So 35 shirts were sold on Thursday. Like this only we have to observe the graph, compare it to the vertical or horizontal line, whatever it is required, and look into the scale given and answer the questions accordingly. Third sum. Observe this bar graph which shows the marks obtained by us in half-yearly examination in different subjects. Answer the given questions. So they have given the graph. Here we have the subjects. These are the marks. We can compare both to know the marks scored by us in half-yearly examination. So A sum. What information does the bar graph give? On observing, it is clearly known that this bar graph tells us the information that ASIS marks in half-yearly examination against each subject. So the bar graph shows the marks scored by ASIS in different subjects. Because they have given the subjects as well as the marks of him, most of the times we can easily observe the bar graph and know what it is representing. Or sometimes in the question itself, they will mention the context of the bar graph. Now, B sum, name the subject in which Aziz scored maximum marks. So, in which subject he has scored the highest marks is what the question is about. On observing the bar graph, the tallest graph stands on, that is Hindi. The marks is actually 80. They didn't ask about the marks. They just asked the subject. So, Aziz scored maximum in Hindi because it has the highest or tallest bar graph. C sum. Name the subject in which he has scored minimum marks, that is the lowest marks which he has scored. So on observing the bar graph, the lowest or the shortest bar graph stands on the subject social studies. So Aziz scored minimum in social studies. The maximum or minimum value can be easily spotted on observing the graph itself. The last subdivision, state the name of the subjects and marks obtained in each of them. So they are asking us to write the marks he has scored against each subject. So let's start with Hindi. Hindi, the bar graph touches the value 80. So for Hindi, it is 80 marks. And for English, the bar graph touches the value 60. So it is 60 marks. Next, Maths, the bar graph touches the value 70. So 70 marks. For science, the bar graph touches the value 50, so it is 50 marks. And finally, social studies, the bar graph touches the value 40, so it is 40 marks. Hence, we have written the marks scored by us against each subject. On observing the marks itself, we can easily say like the maximum marks is in Hindi, the minimum marks is in social studies. So it is very easy to observe the graph and answer the questions, but just by observing the graph carefully, we can answer all the questions. So with this, we have completed this exercise.
Thank you all for watching Smart. Grasp, explore, and win. Stay tuned for more videos.